Hello everybody, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and I have to say, more and more these days, Humble Bundle is becoming my new Steam store. It's the place I go to buy all kinds of games I am never ever going to play. And the cool thing is, they keep doing developer-oriented bundles, so it's a great way to go ahead and pick up some game development software on the cheap, while also supporting charities. So it's sort of a win-win-win kind of scenario. And today there was a new Humble Bundle launch that is of direct interest to game developers, specifically Unity game developers. But even if you have never touched Unity in your life, if you are an RPG gamer, or CRPG gamer, I guess more specifically, like myself, especially if you grew up in the 90s on Baldur's Gate type games, this bundle is for you, even if you take all of the game development stuff out of it. And it's a strange bundle that way, because in many ways it's more about the games than the actual assets, but let's jump in and take a look anyway. So what do we have in this Humble Bundle? Well, it's the Humble Unity Bundle, and the entire idea here is they're basically taking games that were created using the Unity game engine, as well as libraries to help make Unity games yourself. And they're bundling them together. As you can see, this started just over an hour ago, so you got lots of time left. If you watch this video today, you got 13 plus days to decide. And if you've never done a Humble Bundle before, basically, you buy them in tiers. If you pledge at least $1, you get the things at the $1 tier. You pay like $8, you get things at the $8 tier. You pay $15, you get everything kind of thing. We'll look at the tier pricing in a second, but let's look at what you get in the first tier. And this is probably more on the game development side of things than on the game side of things. You get Oxenfree and AER, two games I've never personally heard of, plus Inventory Pro, UFPS, Ultimate FPS, and then Flow Canvas. Flow Canvas is maybe one of the more interesting ones here. For each one, here, let me just go back and try and click that. You can see here... They nicely tell you this is not a game. It's powerful visual scripting to create and manipulate virtually any aspect of gameplay elements from your Unity games. Basically, it is an implementation of Unity blueprints for the... Unreal Engine blueprints for the Unity game engine. I've never personally used it, but I have definitely heard of it. The other one of interest here is Inventory Pro. Inventory Pro is a highly flexible and easy-to-use inventory. I think they should use the word system that can be used for all game types. You can learn more here by clicking into info. I'm not going to go into a lot of details about each of the aspects here. And then we got Ultimate FPS. This is a professional FPS-based platform for Unity. Basically, it's a template of a game to start from for creating your own FPS game using the Unity game engine. And then the next tier at $9.21. And I'm sorry, I can't promise you that that's not Canadian dollars. I think that's USD, but it might be Canadian dollars. So about $9, let's go with. You get Wasteland 2, which is an awesome game built on the Unity game engine. Final Station is a game I've never heard of. Last Day of June, another game I've never heard of. And then on the game engine side of things, you get Realistic Effects Pack Volume 4, Ultimate Game Music Collection, and Game Flow. These two are pretty self-explanatory, I think, in what they are, so let's look at Game Flow. Game Flow is a mold-breaking virtual scripting and automation tool designed to be easy to use and immediately useful for your project. So it sounds like another visual scripting system. But also for editor automation. Kind of cool. All right. And then in the final tier, this all-in price of $15 or more, you get Tides of Numeira, which is a spiritual successor to Planescape Torment. And Planescape Torment is definitely in my top 5 games of all time. Actually, I haven't tried out Torment for some reason. But anyways, you get a very high-quality game there. You get an extremely high-quality game in Shadow Tactics, which is a, I think, turn-based XCOM kind of game with samurais instead of Marines, but still all the same. And then we get into the game development aspects of things. You get Discover Unity Game Development from 0 to 12 games, worth apparently $600. Mmorpg. Okay, don't know what that one is. Simple and powerful Unity MMORPG that contains all the massive core features. Oh, so it's basically a UNet implemented MMORPG in Unity. Heroic Fantasy Creatures Full Pack Volume 1. So a bunch of models and assets, etc. 30 heroic fantasy creatures in this pack. Pretty cool. And then finally, you get the Universal Sound Effects pack. So, if you're looking at this for $15 on the game side of things, you get two really good RPGs in the form of Wasteland 2 and Torment, Tides of Numeira, as well as a really solid strategy game in the form of Shadow Tactics. And if you're a fan of one of these games I know nothing about, hey, let me know in the comments down below if those are solid purchases as well. So even at just $15 to buy some really awesome RPG or strategy games, good deal. Now, if you happen to be a Unity developer, there's a fair number of content assets coming in here too that are nice deals as well. Again, you're going to start seeing a lot of this stuff: music, sound effects, and this kind of things. Your other sound effects pack and your creature pack, you're going to see those in asset flips for sure. You've got this course available here. I can't attest towards its quality. I have no idea either way, but they claim it's worth. Oh, here's the syllabus. Yeah. So you see it's a full coursework for actually learning how to use Unity game engine. It's an interesting pack. Now, it's weird because they're kind of mashing two very dissimilar things together. The game engine tools and the games created with said tools, but it's an interesting approach, and I can actually see easy value for either side. So if you're a game developer, I can definitely see $15. If you're a game player, I could definitely see $15 value here as well. So definitely give you a heads up on this one. Again, I normally only focus on humble bundles that are oriented towards game development, and this one is definitely half oriented towards game development with a bunch of throw-ins that I think are awesome throw-ins. So that's why I figured I'd share it here. Again, this one just started, so as of this Tuesday, you still have 2 weeks left to decide if this sounds right for you. In terms of supporting charity, the default charities for this one, you can specify your own, so it doesn't have to be one of theirs, or you can say no charities and give it all to Humble, or you can give it all to the developers. You can partition how you want your money to go. But the default charities that this one is supporting is Girls Who Code and Whale and Dolphin Conservation. Now, again, you can also choose your own charity as well. So if you just want to give $15 away and get a couple of pretty cool pieces of swag to go with it, another option there as well. So that's why I'm sharing this one. Again, Humble Bundle is fast becoming my new Steam, where I buy into these things all the time because they're such amazing deals, and then I never actually do anything with them. And I think I'll be adding this one to the list, even though I'm pretty sure I actually own all the games that are included that I'm interested in. Maybe not Shadow Tactics. But just to look at some of these assets, definitely interesting. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the individual assets, or if you've used them and you can share your experience with the people that might be watching this video, let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. So that is the new Unity Humble Developer Bundle. Let me know what you think of it. Comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.